Welcome back. This is the second of 3 videos that we're going to talk about strings, string manipulation, string formatting, and so on. And what I want to do is take a look at this example that I'm demonstrating here. String my string equals an empty string, and then what we do is use a for loop to start constructing this long string. We add the previous value of string plus some dashes plus the next value of I, which is from, I guess, 0 to 99. And we keep setting that equal then to the current value of my string. So we set it to 0. Next time it'll be 1 will be added on. Next time 2 dash dash will be added on. Next time 3 dash dash will be added on, and so on until we get to 99 and it prints out. So if we were to run this simple application, we would just see that in a window, and it's not all that impressive. But what's going on, I think, is important. Oh, by the way, I just wanted you to be aware of this. I don't know if we talked about this operator. I can do this exact same line of code with a plus equal operator and get rid of that. And that will say, whatever my string is, do it again and add on this stuff. Okay, so if we were to run this application, we get the exact same result. So this plus equal operator is saying the same thing as, and we can use that in mathematical loops as well as string formatting loops. Okay, just wanted you to be aware of that. So let's go back to this. All right. Alright, so this is going to work in small applications where we're concatenating strings together. It's just a little console application. We're just messing around. Doesn't really matter for performance reasons. But there's a small issue with doing this if we're really writing a serious application. When a string is declared and initialized, it takes up a fixed area within the computer's memory. Okay, so when you concatenate the string and reassign it back to that string value, it has to do some behind-the-scenes work. The .NET runtime has to create a new space in memory temporarily, take the original value out of the current space in memory, tack on some new values and put it here. And then you're saying, okay, now take that value and create another little temporary area in memory, take this value out, tack on some more. It's having to keep doing this little dance where it essentially has to continue to reassign a new area in memory enough to hold this new string or the new value of the string from what we originally declared it as. And so this can continue to consume more and more resources in the application if we're doing a lot of string concatenation. So it's generally preferred in this scenario to use an object that has been built specifically to handle string concatenation tasks. So we're going to use the StringBuilder in this video. So to kind of duplicate this, in fact, let me just comment this part out. And we're going to start over with the StringBuilder. So StringBuilder. All right, and if you don't see that come up automatically, you may have to hold down the Control and then the period key. So let me do this. Let me delete system.txt out of here, and this might duplicate what you actually see when you do this for the first time. So we're going to go string builder, and then I'm going to hold down the Control and then the period key on the keyboard to add the using.system namespace here at the very top, like I just did. And so then I'm going to just type in SB equals new string builder. And then what I'm going to do is recreate this example, but using the string builder instead. So we'll initialize it as long as I is less than 100. Then we'll go I++, increment it. In the code block below, we'll go myString.append, or actually, I'm sorry, SB.append. For string builder dash dash sb.append, and notice I'm not doing any concatenation in there. I'm just going to keep calling appends like I'm doing right now. And then here I'm going to call sb.toString. All right, we have to call the toString here because SB is an object. It's not a string. It's an instance of the StringBuilder class, so we have to call toString on it. So now let's rerun the application. It looks identical to what we did before, but now we're gaining the benefit of using an object specifically that knows how to manage the concatenation of strings efficiently in our application. All right, and here, let me show you one variation on this. I'm just going to use append line on this second. Append line on this second one. And I may have to call a toString here to get this to cooperate. And so now it's going to create a new line as we append each string together. So depending on what you're trying to accomplish, that might be one way to go about it. All right, so again, the result of this little minor change of using the StringBuilder object will be the same. However, the impact on performance will be dramatically reduced, especially when you're dealing with a lot of text. Now, if you're dealing with just very little text, it may not make sense to go through all this rigmarole to make this happen. It's generally preferred to use a StringBuilder rather than using a string when you have to do a lot of string concatenation. So hopefully you'll be able to add that to your toolbox of tricks and use the StringBuilder when it makes sense. All right. So now we're on to the next and the last of our string exercises we'll see in the next video. Thank you.